Assalamu alaikum students. I hope you all are in good health. Students, it's unit number 8, Force Tools and Machines, page number 59. The topic we are going to study today is known as friction. First, you must know what does friction mean. Friction is basically a force between two surfaces that are sliding or trying to slide across one another. In simple words, friction is a force that always slows a moving object down. Let's study this. Friction is a force that we come across all the time. It is the force that slows or stops objects that are sliding past each other. As you can see in this picture, now where there is a friction between two objects, there is a friction between the brakes and the wheels that will not let the bike to slide or let it slow down. Like brake pads on a bike rub against the rim of rotating tire to slow or stop the bike. What is this? This is friction. Now here as well, a cricket ball rolls along the grass and eventually stops because of friction. Now you have seen, if you have seen the matches of or you have played cricket, so you will see when you hits the ball, so it rolls along the ground or any grass or any other surface, and eventually the time comes when it becomes stop. So that is the resistance, that is the force of friction. When you run on concrete, the friction between the concrete and your shoes slows you down. Some surfaces have more or less friction than other surfaces. Now, many other examples that include the friction from our daily life is like when you try to push a toy car along the floor, and for example when you walk on the floor, so there is a friction between your shoes and the surface of the ground. So um, some surfaces have more or some surfaces have less friction than other surfaces. Like rough or bumpy surfaces have more friction than smooth or greasy surfaces. If it's oily surface or if it's greased surface, so there are chances of little or no friction over there. As you can see here in these two pictures, this is the pictorial depiction of the rough bumpy, and second one is the smooth or greasy surface. Now what if you roll a marble along a glass surface? It will roll smoothly because there is not much friction. So it's a marble, and when you will roll it on a smoothy surface or greasy surface, so it will roll smoothly because there is no friction among the surface. But on the other side, if you roll a tennis ball along a rough wooden surface, it won't roll as smoothly as the marble did because there is more friction. Now, there are millions of matter in this world, and we can see the friction and the states of matter. Now, there are three states of matter we all know: solid, liquid, and gas. Now we will see where the friction occurs. Friction only occurs between two solid objects. As marble and this surface is solid, this tennis ball and the wooden surface also solid. So friction only occurs between two solid objects. It doesn't happen with liquids and gases. However, that doesn't mean that there is nothing slowing liquids and gases down. There is definitely a force, but with other name that we call a resistance. Now come to the page number 61. In your notebook, answer the questions. Question number 1: what is friction? Give two examples from daily life of how friction helps us. Now, what we have just discussed, you have to write down the definition of friction and two examples from daily life or how friction helps us. You can also come up with the creative examples between two objects where the friction occurs. Now the answer of this question is coming back to page number 59. What is the friction? It is the force that slows or stops because objects that are sliding past each other. Now all these are examples of from our daily life in which the friction occurs. So you all you have to do is to note down this question alongside with the answers on your science notebooks and make sure to learn it as well. Thank you.